Hi, everyone. My name is Renato Losio. I'm a cloud architect, and today I would like to take you on a short journey around the world using Amazon S3, around the world in 15 buckets. Amazon S3 is one of the oldest services on AWS. It's been around for almost 20 years. Many things have changed since the day that the service has been launched. From a very basic and simple service, it's now a very, very powerful platform with many features, many different pricing strategies as well. Roughly as a main rule of thumb is prices went down given the many different storage classes. And also many new regions. The service started in the US East, in Virginia, but now there are data centers from AWS and places to store your buckets and your data everywhere in the world. And as I mentioned, many new storage classes or different storage classes that target very different scenario from hot data to very cold data. And why do we want to have a little journey around the world? Because we want to verify a couple of things. First one is how fast is copying data around the world? How fast is Amazon S3? And the second one is, does it matter the storage class for the speed of our data, for how fast are we copying data around the world? You're probably familiar with the Around the World in 80 Days from the book. And that journey started in London, and in 80 days, he was back going through Asia and the US, coming back to Europe. In 80 days, he was back to London. Hopefully, we are going to be a bit faster than 80 days. And we're going through 15 different AWS regions, trying to follow as much as possible the journey, the original journey. So we start in London, we go through Paris, Zurich, Italy, Tel Aviv, and so on, up to be back in the US, and then back to Ireland, and then London. So here is our data center on the map. So what can we do? How can we copy our data? Well, first of all, we create buckets in every single region where we are going to put the data. So we use a unique prefix, and then we use the region ID to make sure that we have a unique name in every region. We create those buckets using the command line. And then ideally, the proper serverless way to do this experiment will be to basically use S3 event notification and Lambda function. So when an object lands in a bucket, it's going to be copied around the world to the next bucket. There's a little note here. There's replication on Amazon S3, but that doesn't help us because replication is a asynchronous feature that might take hours or minutes, even in the most expensive way. It's done to replicate your data across in a second bucket, but that's not the fastest way to copy data around the world. So how can we do it instead in a lazy way? Because I'm a lazy cloud architect. Well, I can use still the command line. The key secret here is that the command line send a command to your buckets around different buckets, but is not copying the data to your local machine, but it's just sending the command to the bucket and copy on the back end to the new bucket. So basically, we are simply looping through our buckets and copy following our itinerary that we define up front. So let's do this experiment. How long is going to take to copy our data? Well, it depends on how big is the data. So we start in London, we put our file, we start with 1K, 1 megabyte, 1 gigabyte, we go up to 500 megabyte. We're not going up to 5 terabyte because, well, it might be a bit expensive to transfer the data. Anyway, you can do it if you want. But that's what you achieve with S3 copy object. You can copy a 1K object in a few seconds. Doesn't change that much with 30 seconds. For 1 megabyte, you can see that it goes linearly then up. At the beginning, that's the overhead of our commands. But the cool part is that if you use the multi-part API, that scales much faster. And the fact that in a few minutes, you can copy 15 times and do the full round of the world with a half gigabyte file, I still find quite a fast operation. We said, can you try with different storage classes? You can. And I try, for example, with 1 megabyte object, but you can try with whatever you want. Doesn't really change. It takes 30 seconds to do the round of the world in standard, and it might change sometime a bit of fluctuation. You might think it's faster if it's just less zone, as in one zone in frequent access. It's not. So up to you. That's what you achieve. Is the same. So our memory of the journey. S3 is all powerful. You need to stay up to date. Copy object across region is really fast, and object class impact goes but not the speed. Thank you so much. Enjoy.